Hello friends, today we are going to explore a data science. It is also called as a data analytics in a industry. This one is the first video of the series of data scientists with hard work. In this video we are going to have some introduction and as well as we will have some hands-on and theoretical exploration on KNN classifier. As the name suggests, we are going to explore a data science at the complex level in this series, and this series is going to help beginners and experts both. In fact, it is going to transition the beginners to the experts level. At the end of the series, you will be able to understand the requirement of the data science or a data analytics project. You will be able to give a solution to the data analytics requirement or the projects. And more importantly, you will able to program and implement the solution using programming language, preferably Python at this moment. And finally, you will also be able to demo your solutions to different stakeholders. So let's start with the introduction. Okay. So any data analytics solutions will have a three steps, or we can say generally it will have a three steps: the crunching, analyzing and visualizing. When the data comes, because data analytics project or data analytics application, we will have to have a data first. So once we have a data, we actually collect the data, we acquire the data, and also we clean the data, and that's nothing but the crunching the data. Now once we have a good and usable data, we start analyzing, we start processing. We might be doing some kind of the filtering, some kind of the sorting, some kind of the feature extractions, some kind of pattern identifications. So there are so many different techniques. There are so many different stages for the processing. And most of the time while giving the solution to the any data analytics applications, you will be spending much more time on this. Once we touch upon the any particular application or even the small assignment of the data analytics use case, we will experience this thing that there are so much to do in analyzing the data. And of course, once we analyze the data, we might want to convey what insights we observed to the other stakeholders, and then we can we can display the insights, we can display the results, we can calculate the some measures like accuracy, classification rates, so on and so forth. Let's move to the next slide. Now this is a very generalized view of the data analytic applications where you will have an input. Now that data may be offline or the online, and as we move on in this move through this course, I think we are going to discuss various kind of different applications and where we will have a online and offline data. Not just that, but there will be the time series data. For example, the video, it could be a speech, it could be a audio, it could be a web page scrolling, it could be offline documents, it could be images, it could be some other things also which right now I'm not able to think on. So once we have this data, we are going to do the pre-processing. I mean, again, it is a very generalized view. We might not need one of these these steps. So but still, as a in general, we have a data pre-processing, data analysis, data processing, ML algorithms, feedback system, data refinements as a steps to achieve the better result in the data analytics applications. And once we have a good results, we are going to display again we are going to display the end results online or offline, in a documents, in the graphs, in the signals, in the emails, in even the phone ring or SMS, or even the visualizations of the images or the video. And that's how the data analytic application is going to be. Now, because data analytics is a very number oriented, the data oriented. Okay, so now so as an initial step, the very initial step, what we can do as a hands-on is we should generate some random numbers and then plot the histogram of the random numbers. So take the numbers from the 1 to 10 only. The random numbers generation will generate the random number randomly in between 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, whatever those your programming language supports. That way you can use that function and then plot the histogram. Now this is the one complete experiments, means you have to generate the random samples, let's say in the range of 1 to 10 300 times. Okay, and then plot the histogram. Now when I say 300 times, it will be in the one experiment. Plot the graph. Now next experiment, you make that 300 to the 1000. Then again and plot the histogram. Again in the next experiments, take a 2000 samples. Okay, in 2000 times generate the numbers and then again plot the histogram. Next time take a 10,000 and plot the histogram, and just observe in these 4 different parameters, the experiments done with the 4 different parameters, which will give you a 4 histogram graphs. You need to observe that and let me know what you observed and what you can conclude from that. So let's move on to next slide.